Hello. Welcome to Magical Makeup with Christy, impromptu magical makeup.
That's right.
Lena wanted to go live, and I was like, okay, I can do it. Let me think of a look. So St. Patrick's Day look. I don't have like the artistic thought process right now, so I was just being generic and was like, yeah, I'll do another St. Patrick's Day look. Oop, I dropped my eyeliner.
Because Friday is St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it is.
And who knows if we will have another magical makeup this week.
Right? We never know.
Yeah.
We're always impromptu, actually. I don't think we do schedules anymore. We used to.
Well, during the school year, like, I'm just exhausted at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And you've got so much going on with your kids' activities. And then in the summer, like, you want to spend time with like your family and stuff because they're out for summer break and whatnot. And so it's like, okay, well, we can make them work when we make them work.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they will happen when they happen. There may be advance notice or there may not be.
Right. I'm doing another look like I did the other day. I told you, like, my artistic thought process is not in place right now.
Well, like, you've got so much on your plate right now. So it's like, well, and the thing, and you do have collabs coming up that you can work on too. So,
well, I've already got all the stuff for St. Patrick's Day. I didn't think about the collabs.
Guess so. For Valentine's Day, Sam was trying to get me a Stanley Cup because it was what I wanted for Valentine's Day, and he ordered one off of Etsy. And the lady's like, okay, I think I told you about this the other day, didn't I? About
yes,
the
you did.
Okay. So I was on TikTok this morning because, time change and everything, always messes you up the first few nights. And
I didn't think it changed till tonight.
Oh, no, it changed last night. Because we sprung forward last night. It always happens from a Saturday to a Sunday. So if you don't forget to change your clocks, either it will be an hour early or an hour late for church. is what our minister always used to say. But somebody posted on TikTok, they're like, check Target. Target's gotten a shipment of, my Target has a shipment of Stanley's in. And so I went to the Target website and I went to Salina, which is an hour away from us. And lo and behold, they had 3 Stanley Cups in the wisteria color. And look what we ordered online and picked up. I have a Stanley Cup now.
Nice.
And so Sam, they had said that his refund for the one that he had ordered would take a week. And he already got it in. And it pretty much paid for my Stanley that we got at Target. And the funnier part is that, remember when I had you for the golden egg swap last year?
Mm-hmm.
I got like Target Circle credit for it that was still in my account, and that was applied towards my cup. Nice. So I have the Wisteria Purple Stanley Cup, and I'm very excited. So, and then it was yesterday. So Sam had to work yesterday for a little bit, until about 10. And I was on TikTok. TikTok is a very dangerous place. It's like Pinterest. It's a deep dark hole that makes you buy things.
That's true.
And this girl, and I forgot to save it because I was so excited. And of course, if you aren't on the app for so long, it refreshes, and then you can't. And if you don't save it, you can't re-find a video. But this girl was like this has helped me eat more vegetables on my weight loss journey. Not that I don't eat my vegetables, but like stuff will end up going bad before I can get to it. And she's like, I just chop everything up and I put it in my my veggie keeper, like you would use at the holidays, and I just leave that in my refrigerator, and that way it's all prepped and ready to go, and all I have to do is take it out of the refrigerator. And I'm like, holy crap, that's genius. And so I was looking on, she's like, the one that I have, it's on my Amazon storefront, so I went and looked at it. Because I liked it because it had like a higher like lid on it, but it was like $35. And I'm like, I'm not spending $35 for a veggie tray. Not happening. So I kept looking and looking, and they wanted between $15 to $20 for a veggie tray. And I'm like, I'm not paying $15 to $20 for a veggie tray. I'm like, we're going to the thrift store when Sam gets off work. We were going to a birthday party yesterday for one of our friends. I'm like, we'll stop by the thrift store and I'll check the thrift store, because you can always find, veggie trays at the thrift store. Sometimes they have lids and sometimes they don't. I found someone who must have went through all of their older Tupperware, because there was a ton of Tupperware stuff at the thrift store yesterday. And it had a lid and it was $2. $2 as opposed to $20.
I don't think they researched to see what this stuff's worth.
What do you mean?
Like at thrift stores when they get stuff in?
Oh yeah, they don't. Like our local, the one here in town is run by the churches in town, and there's nothing super expensive. Like if they get stuff that's like more valuable, they actually will. They have a closet for all of that stuff, and they do silent auctions a couple times like once every 6 months, and they have all of the items have a minimum bid on them. But like plasticware, like even if it's actual Tupperware, it doesn't go for very much. Like let me go grab what I bought. They had a Tupperware cake a cake keeper. It didn't have the strap for it, but it was $1. I didn't buy it because I'm like, that would just encourage me to make a cake, which I don't need to make. Oh. Trying to remember where I sat it this morning. So this is my new veggie tray for $2, and it had the lid. The only thing, and the lid spins, the only thing it didn't have was the little container in the center. I'm like, that's fine. That's just an extra spot to put another veggie.
Yeah.
But I was
I'm assuming that was supposed to be the dip.
Yeah, they have like a little bowl that's supposed to be for dip that goes in there, and this twists on because I had it twisted on. Come on. And then they had these two Tupperware pieces, like little canisters. Both of them were 75 cents. I got a long sleeve shirt for $1. And then one of my friends used to sell Pampered Chef, so I kind of know what it looks like. This was a Pampered Chef container, a little like a dip trio container.
I had a friend that used to sell Pampered Chef too.
And I paid $2 for this.
I loved all their pizza stones and things like that.
Yes. But
I used to have one, and I can't remember if it just broke or if my son dropped it and it broke.
So I was.
Well, I heard that they have a lifetime warranty, but when I contacted them, they needed proof that I purchased it, and I was like, I purchased it so long ago, I don't have the receipt.
That's how they typically get you, because they know that you're not going to hold on to the receipts.
Yeah.
But, and then like, did you see my picture on Instagram of my Weight Watchers version of the No Way Jose?
No, I don't think I did. I don't really like. The funny thing is like I have most of my stuff scheduled to where it posts scheduled out, so I don't really actually explore Instagram that much.
So there was my Weight Watchers No Way Jose.
That looks yummy.
And a couple of weeks ago, we went to Salina to the thrift stores, and I found ice cream sundae cups and like root beer float cups and like a banana split bowl. And so I got all those. So when I make my videos, everything looks pretty. I picked up some other stuff at the thrift store here in town yesterday. National Hobbits Day is in September. It's part of like Lord of the Rings week. And I'm going to do something for both channels for it. I'm not doing like a collab or anything, because the last time I did a collab for Lord of the Rings week, I only had like 1 or 2 other people that did it.
And I think I like Lord of the Rings, but I mean,
it's hard to come up with something to go, like, it's hard to do like a craft, or it's hard to do like I don't think you could even find a makeup look.
Yeah, probably not. Not unless you just want to go on full on Golem or something.
Well, I typed in Lord of the Rings makeup looks, and there's an Aragorn inspired makeup look. There's one for Arwen. There's an Arwen inspired makeup look. But it's like it's pretty much recreating their makeup looks from the movie.
Yeah, I don't like to recreate something. I like to get inspiration and then make it. Yeah.
So like it would be kind of hard, I think. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to make it into a collab this year. I'm just gonna do it. And so, I've got stuff pinned on Pinterest, and one of the things I found was like, I think like sirens will forever make me nervous. It was like the first breakfast, second breakfast, 11sies, lunch, afternoon tea, supper, second supper, that kind of thing. And one of them had, as for 11sies, a fruit and cheese plate. And I'm like, that would be something I could do that would be like that I can make Weight Watchers friendly and put that on the Weight Watchers channel and do something like I've got several like Lord of the Rings inspired cocktails pinned that I could do on the main channel. So I'm really super excited because my first huge group that I had travel together, they boarded their cruise ship today, Explorer of the Seas. It's the first time out after its big refurb. And so they're all on the ship and they're all trying to find each other. So they're like in our Facebook chat. And they're like, where are you at? Well, where are you at? And how do I get here? And so I stay here reading these messages and they're really funny. I told them, I'm like, I need a group picture so I can post it on my social media.
Are they going to work on that?
Yeah. They're like, we'll get that done for you before we go. I'm like, even if you get it during the trip and send it to me and I can post it later, So, but like, it's really hard, I think, for some of these, like, things to do a collab on it. Like the Halloween collab, it's like anything Halloween related. There's thousands of different things you can do for Halloween. my Christmas in July one. There's thousands of things you can do, thousands of recipe ideas. So, I mean, but some things that are so genre specific is really hard, I think, for people to do. I need to, okay. What channel am I logged into right now? Must be this one. Okay. Okay. When I did it last, don't even know when I did it. Oh, I had a few. Disney Connections, Disney Dishes and More. Oh, Jessie was in that one. Just Sammy Things, Meg for Mickey's Magic, Villains and Vice, Walking with the Woods.
Jessie who?
Jessie, remember she passed away.
Oh, yeah.
She was in that one. But yeah, so it's been a while since I did something. So this must have been 2021 because I don't remember doing anything for last year. Oh man. Holy cow. I have to share my screen with you because it is just insane.
Share thy screen.
I did. Look at me.
You've lost so much.
It's like it's not even the same person.
You're an entire person down.
I'm like 2 first graders. I look back, I'm like, holy cow, that's me. How can that be me?
Well, you look great.
And so I'm trying to figure out, like, when I did it. Because it doesn't... Oh, yeah, 2021. So, yeah, this is 2 years ago. Oh, gracious. It's crazy. But, so... I didn't do one last year. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to even try to make it into a collab. I'm just going to do it. And then, like I said, I'll do it on both of the channels. Because, I mean, I know that there's people out there that love Lord of the Rings and that will appreciate it. And I'm not just a Disney-centric channel. Or, you know, yeah. I'm not in... So it allows me a little bit more freedom, I think.
I think a lot of the Disney-centric channels have moved away from being Disney-centric.
Mm-hmm.
Not for various reasons. They're just multiple things.
Okay. You know the contacts that you have that are like white.
Yeah, the ones I can't see out of.
Yes, you should use those and do a Gollum-inspired makeup look.
It's really hard to film when I can't see.
That's when you just take pictures and like make a video that way.
I mean, I literally cannot see out of them at all.
If you guys haven't seen, they're really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, they're super cool, but
You're talking about the solid white ones or the ones with the ring around them?
The one with the rings around them.
Oh, I can see out of those. The solid white ones I cannot.
No, you can't. That's why you don't use them that much.
Right. And if I do, I just use one.
Mm-hmm.
I did bring the green ones in here.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know if I use them or not. We'll see. I mean, all of them are difficult to see out of, if I can see out of them at all. But the solid black ones and the solid white ones, I can't see out of at all. Well, actually, I can see out the black ones barely, though. It's like having 10% tint over my eyelids.
And you already have a hooded eye.
Yep. And I already have, like, astigmatism.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't wear glasses or contacts. And I probably need to wear glasses because I see myself, like, looking like this a lot nowadays.
We're old. It was really funny. We were doing something at school, and one of the kids like, read this, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like moving my glasses, and like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to see. Leave me alone.
I can't see it.
I can't see. Leaves me alone. I'll be right back. I don't want to step on this stuff that's on here. Oh. No, it's putting this stuff back in here.
While she's gone, I used my Graphobine. I used this yellow tint, and then this light, like seafoam green, and then this dark green to kind of do a base. And now I'm using this palette with the same colors to darken it in.
Sorry, I used like Clean and Clear cleaning astringent, and I couldn't find my moisturizer, and I had to go locate it.
Oh.
Otherwise, your face just feels like dry.
Yeah, you should always use moisturizer.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I need to find that.
I'm using the influencer thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They sent me a testing thing for serum.
Oh, uh-huh.
And instead of sending like a bottle, they sent these little packets where you had to break them open and squeeze them out. And that's fine and all, but when you're testing stuff like that, they should send like the original packaging so you could really give a true testament.
Or a couple like days.
Like a miniature size packaging of the same thing.
Yeah.
Not in like little bitty things you break open. Because I will say that it's hard to squeeze that stuff out of there.
Yeah, agreed.
But I have to use it for 7 days before reviewing it, and I think one day 3 or 4.
Okay. What do you think of it so far?
I don't really know. I took a picture before and after, and I'm going to do one after and compare it. That way I'll know. I mean, it says it's supposed to make your face feel smoother, and I haven't really felt that just yet. But we'll see.
So I'm excited because I told you I spent like about my shopping trip from TikTok too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, my dive bars haven't shipped yet, but my devotion did, and I've already got it. So I will be filming a video on that. And then I'm also going to be recreating a Starbucks drink coming up. Ooh, the medicine ball.
I've not heard of that one.
It's some people call it the citrus mint tea, but a lot of people swear by it to like help cure a cold. It's got lemonade, water, mint tea, peach tea, and honey in it, and mint. And I've got everything now to make it because I bought some Minute Maid Zero Sugar yesterday when we were grocery shopping.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it for 2 different reasons, and I can't do the second one quite yet because I don't have everything. I thought I did. Somebody said that they take the zero sugar lemonade and mix it with the Kool-Aid packets, not the pre-sugared stuff, but the stuff that you actually have to add sugar to. And it makes a flavored lemonade, and there's enough sweetener in the lemonade that you don't have to add sugar. And I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I wouldn't want to do it to like a whole bottle of lemonade in case I didn't like it. So I'm like, okay, I could take that and I could open up a package of Kool-Aid and put in like X amount, and make it. So I'm going to try that over spring break too.
Look, I'm on a kick of this kind of look for whatever reason.
That's okay. At least it gives you a starting spot, you know.
But like, I mean, I was on a kick of zombie for a while.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when I can't think of other things to do. I just start repeating the same style, but in different colors.
And that's okay. It works.
That pink look came out so good.
And once, like, I could see the pink once we weren't alive.
Well, it's the lighting. Like if I were to go get my green light, this would look more green than it is.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I used a pink light to add to the pink. I can go get that and show you. I got to pee anyway. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab that green light and show you what I'm talking about.
All right.
And go pee.
All right. I got to grab some hand lotion anyway. Okay, I'm back. My hand lotion is in the next room. And if you're wondering what that sound is, if you can hear it, that's my little space heater that sits beside my computer. So, because it says it's currently 41, but I will tell you, it does not feel like 41 outside. And you're probably going to, Alina, if it's cold, why are you wearing a tank? Because I'm home and I can. So, there. And I like this tank. It's comfortable. It's from Cabana Bay Beach Resort at Universal. Drinking my Gatorade. I'm drinking hot tea out of my, I'd rather say Hogwarts, this Christmas mug. I got this in a swap. Bless you. Bless you. My goodness.
Hi, Christine. Hi, Cool Gamer.
Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Christine. Welcome in.
All right, this is what I'm talking about. Hold on.
So Christy and I were talking before, just a second ago, that the other night we couldn't tell that her skin was pink. She had painted it pink because of her lighting. So now she's getting a green light.
So that's red, that's green. You still can't tell, but
you can still tell. But that pink, you could not tell.
There, see?
I could. And now you look really green. You look like Hulk.
Yeah, all right. And that's blue. That's
I could tell it more. I could tell it less with the blue.
Purple. That's also blue. That's red.
That other blue?
I think I used the purple because I don't have a pink. That one moves. Wait a minute. Turn that around. See, they change. They move. Some of them move. That one's rainbow. So what I do is I put this behind my ring light because it's a little bit smaller than my ring light, my other ring light. And I put it on whatever color I want to enhance on my skin a little bit. If it would clear. Oh, God. Warning.
Flashing light warning.
Oh, okay. Back to the solid colors. Yeah. So I used, that's blue. I used that one to enhance my pink. I don't know if you can see it.
But yeah, on the live, you couldn't tell it was pink. And like, it ended up being like the pink of my shirt
that I used.
You couldn't tell. It was crazy. I'm like, did you even do anything? She's like, yeah, it was pink. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's pink.
Because it doesn't, like when you put something on camera, that feels like it's dark over here. When you put something on camera, it washes you out. So it looks lighter than it is on camera. So if I have like a light to enhance it, what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then, so I've been going through my pins on Pinterest, trying to see like what videos I can get recorded so that I don't have to worry about it a lot. And I'm trying to make notes in my planner. $3 on clearance at one of the bookstores. So, but yeah, that is, I want to get some stuff recorded tomorrow. So I need to get a couple more days of our Christmas trip recorded because feel like I'm getting behind on those. And the farther we get, the harder it is to remember exactly what we did every day.
I mean, you're going to end up posting those this coming Christmas.
Right at this point.
I mean, my Christmas makeup looks that I recorded,
yeah,
they're all scheduled to post in December because
nice.
I waited so long to
like some of mine that I have done. I've recorded a whole bunch on New Year's Eve. One of the things I love about Cabana Bay, in the lobby, they have, it's called Swizzles. It's the hotel bar, but it's like right next to, it's in the lobby, right, like across the way from check-in. But on Friday nights and Saturdays, they have live entertainment in Swizzles Lounge, which is right there in the lobby, which is pretty much open. There's not a, oh, here's where the bar area starts. It's just open. And, Tanner Johnson, he plays the violin. He did a New Year's Eve entertainment, and he was amazing. And Gru was out because characters come and meet in the lobby on Fridays starting around noon.
Gru or Gru?
Gru from Minions.
Okay, gotcha.
And he was dancing to Another One Bites the Dust from Queen. So I have that one. I have a clip of that. And Tanner played Baby One More Time by Britney Spears, and Gru was dancing and doing the motion. It was great. It was awesome. So even if you're not staying at Cabana Bay and you're at Universal, you're on a Friday, take the bus to Cabana Bay, go grab a drink at Swizzles, and hang out in the bar lobby area and listen to the entertainment. It's a great way to relax and spend an afternoon. Sam and I both were like, we could spend just all afternoon on a Friday just hanging out at Swizzles. But yeah, so I've got spring break this week. I decided to do lives on Tuesday and Thursday instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Christy. So let me know and I will send links for those.
All right, I'll have to check the schedule.
Okay. And if I need to revamp one, so let me know and I will. And then next month we're off the 7th and 10th for Easter break. And then I'm off the 11th as well. So I've got a couple of longer time frames that I can work and get stuff accomplished if I put myself to it. But like the whole veggie tray idea, I am going to make a video on that and put it up. I like to put out two videos a week on that channel. It's just gonna have to see. I at least have one scheduled per week. And if I can go in and put another one, I will. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just post when I post.
That's why when I changed my my cover, because I originally, like when I started it over the summer, I had like great intentions of doing 3 videos a week, but then I'm like, wait a minute, like I go back to work. So I just changed it to say new videos weekly. So if I at least have one video a week, I'm good. And I have 2 videos done, and I'll have one for my devotion nutrition stuff. So that'll go up. And then, like I said, I'm going to recreate the Starbucks medicine ball and put that up. So I've got some ideas for that. I need to start thinking about Vlogmas.
Far more dedicated than I am.
Well, I want to have Vlogmas like at least being thought about, because I just lost my train of thought. Because I need 25 videos. I've got
them every day.
Yep, I am. I'm gonna do Vlogmas on the main channel, but I don't think I'm gonna do Vlogmas on the weight loss one. If I do, it'll be something like the 12 cocktails of Christmas or something.
That's a whole lot of dedication.
It's something I can work on over the summer, and be able to get some things done and have them ready to go. But like, I've got the Grinch Day collab, the December 1st. I have a swap on the 8th. I have a swap on the 21st. I'm in 2 Christmas card swaps, and then I'm in a 12 channels of Christmas swap, and we'll have like a dedicated day between the 1st and the 12th. I know it won't be the 8th or the 1st, so for my posting day. So I
think it won't be the 8th or the 1st for your posting day,
because I already talked to the person in charge.
Oh.
So I'm kind of waiting to fill that in, but I've got other days that I can work on, and I'm making my Christmas cards for the 2 swaps. So one of the videos that I'm going to do is making a Christmas card, so I can work on that over this next week, and I can work on getting some Christmas cards done. And it's been a couple years since I did a video on how to address envelopes with your Cricut, and so I think I'll do that video again. So like I said, I've got stuff pinned with ideas. It's just going, okay, do I have all this stuff to do this? Yes or no? You know what I mean? Like this one, somebody took a dictionary and cut one of the took the page out, cut the page in half, so it's got all of the like the words and definitions, and along the side of it says write your own story. And I think that's a really cute idea. And they put the dictionary paper onto like cardstock and trimmed around it and inked it. And I'm like, I've got everything except for an old dictionary, and I can go to any thrift store and get a dictionary or thesaurus. So just, going through things that I have pinned, like, okay, I've got this, or I don't have that, or ooh, I could do that, I can get that done, type of thing. I've got a lot of like candy, like homemade candies pinned on my Vlogmas thing, and I don't know why. So,
well, maybe you pinned it before Weight Watchers.
Probably. Like this one is really cute. It's an ornament gumball machine. They've taken a plastic round ornament and one of the tiny flower, like the little mini flower pots, painted the flower pot red and used like the pop tab off of a can of pop for like the little mechanism, and then put sprinkles in the ornament, and that's their little gumball machine ornament. And I'm like, that's super cute and something that would be really easy to make. So that's on, I think I'm going to put that one on my list of things to make.
Is it ridiculous that I have to look up the colors of the rainbow and what order they're in?
Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Didn't you learn that song in school?
Probably.
There's red, orange, yellow, and green, and blue, and indigo, violet, every hue. And where can you find a pot of pure gold? At the end of the rainbow, or so I've been told. We learned that in Girl Scouts. When I was a brownie. And that was like first grade.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The random things that stick in my brain.
One.
Christy's like, sometimes you worry me.
Well, you work in a school, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh gosh, like some of the songs that are like, I'll ask my friend Juliana, she's a music teacher, what are we doing today? And she'll say, oh, we're doing this. I'm like, no, we're not. No, we are not getting that song stuck in Lena's head first thing in the morning. She just laughs and does it anyway. And I'm like, ugh. Then the worst part is that the kids will sing it all day long. It's like, stop. Nope, we're not in music class. Nope, we're done. We're not in music anymore. I'm like, and then I just look at Juliana and like, this is your fault. This is all your fault. This is all your fault.
Well, I'm a music teacher. What else am I supposed to do?
It was really funny. We were talking about something, and I'm like, oh, have you heard Jared Haley? And she's like, who's that? And I pulled it up on my phone, and he does a cappella stuff, and he does like all different things. He's done like Disney music and like Broadway music and stuff, but he sings all the different parts. And I'm like, look, he did, because she was humming Africa by Toto randomly, and I pulled it up. And she's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, we have to listen to this in music class. She's like, you're right. Let me figure out how to make that work. So she went onto YouTube and found where the kids learn how to play Africa by Toto using xylophones, bells, and boom whackers. And boom whackers are just different sizes of plastic that the size they are plays a note. And so she had them play it twice and then listen to him sing. And her and I are just dancing around the room singing Africa by Toto. And the principal walks in. And he just kind of looks at us and goes back out of the door. So all day the kids were singing Africa by Toto. And that was fine. Because it's not... At least that got stuck in their head.
For a second, I looked over at the screen. I looked at you, and for a second, I was like, who's that other person? Who's me?
Oh, I'm like, who else is in here? Oh, I was scrolling through TikTok, and it was like, if this person's, like, it was a live stream on TikTok. It was somebody sleeping, and they have, like, a full-size version of it in their room, and it's mechanical, and it like moves up and down, and you can watch it like breathe.
Somebody was live streaming themselves sleeping.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, I actually know somebody that does that though. What, Spokesman? I don't know if he still does that, but he used to do that.
But well, I don't know.
24-hour live streams, and
Oh,
he would live stream himself sleeping.
That's weird.
I don't even know if he still live streams.
I know.
This purple is supposed to be darker than the other one. I'm not so sure that it is.
It looks pretty dark on screen.
But darker than the other purple on my face?
No, the one that you're putting on looks darker than the one that you've already put on.
Okay. Literally everything I'm using, well, just about all the shades I'm using, actually all the shades I'm using came from this one palette.
What palette's that?
The Morphe, this Morphe palette.
What do you think about the whole thing going on with Morphe?
I don't know what's going on with Morphe. What's going on?
They have a class action suit going against them because of some of their palettes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard about it. The girl that's in the makeup world hasn't heard about it.
And the lawsuit claims that the application of some Morphe cosmetics to a person's eye area can cause issues like severe eye irritation, skin discoloration, staining, rashes, and allergic reactions, among other problems.
I actually believe that because my eyes water every time I use a Morphe palette. It's not just Morphe though. Also,
Morphe actually went into Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
It's also ColourPop. Anytime I use Morphe or ColourPop, pretty much almost all eyeshadow palettes make my eyes water. About the only one that I can think of that really doesn't too much is Pat McGrath. And hers doesn't cheap.
Sorry, choking to death over here.
Don't do that.
But Sam and I were talking about different stuff this morning when we were out, and I was like, yeah, we were talking about Princess Weekend, and yesterday we kind of did I needed to go to Walmart, and my stomach wasn't feeling the best. We had went to Brahms, and this was at around 2:00. And typically in the past, I haven't had any issues with dairy products until about 4 or 5 o'clock. My mom's lactose intolerant, and she handed that down to me. But typically milk products didn't normally bother me until around, like I said, 4 or 5 o'clock. And so we had lunch. I had a burger and a shake because I'm on vacation. And we had done some other things, and I'm like, we were going to go to the Western store because Sam wanted to look at some of the shirts they had on sale. And I'm like, is there a bathroom in there? I think I need to use the bathroom. My stomach's feeling a little weird. And he's like, I don't know. And I was thinking, maybe I should ask if we could stop at Walmart first, and I'll just run in real quick and use the bathroom before we go. And he goes, well, hey, do you want to go to Walmart and do grocery shopping, use the bathroom, take your time, whatever. I'll go out to the Western store. I'll take my time and whatever, and it'll give us an opportunity for you to do something. You know, we'll do a practice of you being by yourself for a little while. I'm like, yeah, that's totally fine. Not a big deal. I was in the bath. My stomach was in so much pain. It was so bad. So there's somebody walked into the, and it's horrible enough to feel sick to your stomach when you're at home, let alone in a public bathroom.
Yeah.
Somebody actually walked in and goes, oh my gosh, did somebody die in here? It was pretty bad. And I'm just thinking, thanks, exactly what I needed to hear.
Well, I mean, you knew you were sticking up the place.
I did, but I didn't need to comment it on.
Okay.
But I did my grocery shopping, and Sam's like, so what did you end up spending? Because when we go together, like, I don't know if it's like we both just start putting things in the cart or what, or like, huh? Or the fact that like last weekend I spent a lot of time like reorganizing the kitchen, and we put up new shelving, and that so I could actually see like what kind of stuff we had. And I'm like, we really need like produce, fruits and vegetables type stuff. And he's like, produce is fruits and vegetables. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, we need some chicken and we need some ground beef because we have pork chops in the freezer. We've got some frozen chicken breasts, but I want some fresh chicken so I can marinate it and whatnot. And he goes, okay. He's like, so how much did you end up spending? And I'm like, well, I only spent like $56. He's like, really? I would expect you to spend more than that. But here's the thing, like, the Walmart in Newton, so we're in the middle of nowhere. And so if we buy produce here in town, it will go bad in like a couple of days, unfortunately. So 30 minutes in two directions, we have a Walmart, Newton and McPherson. And Newton had hardly anything for produce. So when we were out this morning, I said, hey, can we run by Walmart? And so I was like, yeah, that's fine. They had so much more produce, and it looked so much better than the produce at Newton. So I picked up like another like $17 worth of produce today. But I'm going to chop it all up and put together my veggie tray, and I got like cucumbers and carrot chips, and I'm going to make my Greek yogurt ranch dip. It's half a cup of fat-free plain Greek yogurt and 1 tablespoon of ranch dressing powder, like ranch dressing seasoning powder. And it makes a 0 Point Weight Watchers ranch dip. It's really good. It's probably good on keto too, Christy.
I use different kinds of ranch dip on keto.
And so I've got some like other dip mixes in the cabinet that I'm going to test it out with and see how it turns out. But they didn't have like any cherry tomatoes in Newton. They didn't have like the broccoli that they had looked brown on the ends. It did not look appetizing. And I don't know if part of it was like my stomach was still feeling weird and whatnot, but I literally, the only things that I picked up extra, like that wasn't produce or meat, was I bought a box of Ritz crackers for my stomach. I bought the lemonade, the zero sugar Minute Maid lemonade, and I bought a Gatorade Zero because I'd been in the bathroom and I needed the electrolytes. And I said something about, I forgot something, and Sam's like, well, we'll go to Dylan's, and I'm like, he's like, you can stay in the car. I'm like, no, I'll go in. I want to check out the clearance aisle. And when we got there, I was just laying in the car going, I said, just go. I can't. Oh, I needed chicken breast tenders because they didn't have hardly any chicken at Walmart. So he got the chicken breast tenders at Dylan's, and he got something else. And he bought me a rose. He bought me a single rose. It was and then when we got to town, he goes, did we remember to pick up gloves for dishwashing? And I'm like, no. Because on Friday, I had my dish gloves on because I was cleaning something, and I sliced my finger through the glove on a knife in the dish pan. So had to throw those away, and Sam got me a couple new pairs of gloves, and he got me a couple more Gatorades. So I've been drinking on that and water today. My stomach feels better today, but I'm like, he goes, maybe you can't have milk past like noon now. I'm like, well, that would be my luck.
Drink.
So I'm like, ugh. It was very, very uncomfortable, and my stomach just felt absolutely horrible.
I also keep using the same brush. I'm just wiping it off. Look at my towel.
But the funny thing is, like, Sam has gone and done grocery shopping by himself and done found great deals and whatnot. I went and did grocery shopping by myself and did pretty well. When we go together, it's like, what is the deal? Also, I need to be better about making a grocery list. But like, when it comes to like produce, I just write produce, or I wrote fruits and vegetables, and it's like, okay, what sounds good at any particular, like, the day that we go grocery shopping?
I do. I shop online and do pickup.
But see, I want to look at I want to look at my produce and stuff and check it over, because sometimes they just grab what's on top.
That's exactly what they do, unless you put notes in there.
Yeah.
I put notes in there. For bananas, I'm like, please get the green ones, not the already ripened ones.
Like, all the Walmart, I found a bundle of 3 bananas that were not green or black. Though I'm like, where the heck are all the ripe bananas?
I mean, I prefer the green ones because they'll ripen on their own.
But it takes too long.
Not really. My kids don't eat them right away. I don't eat bananas.
Too much sugar?
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, I got an idea.
What?
So if you go to DFB Food Blog, they have a list of the St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah, from the Disney Parks blog, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard not to talk about work, isn't it?
It is. For those of you who don't know, Christy and I are both travel agents with Magical Enchanted Vacations. And I mentioned earlier, I have a group that actually is on Explorer of the Sea right now in Miami. So I'm very excited that they are there, and I can't wait to hear all about their trip when they get back.
And Randy messaged me this morning about potentially doing Dopey next year, or this, like, and he said,
okay, for 2024.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or have they released Dopey for 2023 yet?
Yeah, we just did Dopey in January.
Okay, yeah, so it's for 2024. And that once if he gets in, that he will book for me for his.
Awesome. So if anyone is wondering, Dopey is part of Disney Marathon Weekend. It's where you run a 5, 10, half, and full marathon consecutively, 4 mornings, being up at 1 a.m. And you really do have to be dopey to do it. But kudos to those who do it. I know several people, who have, and they are amazing people. If it's something that you're thinking about, go over and check out Kristen over Running and Makeup. She's amazing, and she has a great blog about her Dare to Dopey adventure.
Is it the first week of January?
Yeah, it's the very first weekend in January.
So I might be able to do that one. Maybe that's the one I can do. I was talking to my husband about, and I can't do a run on a family vacation because all the runs fall within school time.
Yes.
Does the dopey?
Yes, the dopey would be like right when you would be going back to school. Because when I was doing marathon weekend, I used my extra my 3 days for that half of the semester to be gone those 3 days. So the dopey would be, the expo would be Wednesday, the 5K is Thursday, the 10K is Friday, the half is Saturday, and the full is Sunday.
Well, my kids don't usually go back to school until like the 6th.
Well, the 6th will be a Saturday next year.
So then they would go back on the 8th.
The 8th, Monday the 8th, which would probably be when you'd be flying back. Because I would want pictures in the parks.
Yes.
I know, like, a lot of people, they are like, I just keep moving. Because if you stop, it's really going to hurt. And it, like, they're already training for dopey for next year.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be going next year if I do it. You'd be like in a couple of
years. Wine and Dine is in the first weekend in November. Marathon is the first weekend in December. Princess is typically the third weekend in February. And Springtime Surprise, which used to be the Star Wars run, is in March. And that's the last one, or March or April. And that's the last run for the year.
Wine and Dine.
Wine and Dine is actually part of it's like a school year. Wine and Dine is the first race of the following season. Wine and Dine is the first race. Springtime Surprise is the last for run season. Okay, I've got the link and I have my screen shared. So this is from Disney Parks blog. This is their foodie guides to St. Patrick's Day 2023. And most of these are currently available. The first one, we're starting at the hotels. These are available at the All Star Resorts, the 10th through the 17th, and they are available via mobile order. The first one is a St. Patrick's Day cake. So it is an Irish cream cake with mint ganache, buttercream, fondant rainbow, and a chocolate pot of gold. So it's going to be this one right here with the rainbow. Very cute. It's very, very cute. I like it. The next one is offered at Pop and AOA. And again, 10th through the 17th. It is a St. Patrick's Day parfait. Layers of green velvet cake, ganache, and Irish cream cheesecake topped with sweet cream and a white chocolate shamrock decor, which is this one right here, I believe. And then the next one is at Beaches and Cream. And it's this one down here in the bottom that it's got the cupcake on top. It is the Mickey Shamrock Milkshake. And this one is actually available longer. It is available through the end of the month. It is a mint milkshake with chocolate drizzle, shamrock sprinkles, and a specialty vanilla cupcake.
I feel like they typically do that at Beaches and Cream because I got that Valentine's Day one on like the 18th.
Yeah, I think they have the specialty milkshakes. They'll be available like starting a certain date and then available for the rest of the month. What that holiday is located in. And then at Caribbean Beach at the Centertown Market and Spyglass Grill, it is available through the 17th. A mint chocolate chip cheesecake, a mint chocolate brownie topped with vanilla cheesecake, whipped mint ganache, and a house-made chocolate decor. So it's going to be this last one down here on the bottom. They all look really good. At first, I thought this top one with the little green metallic-y shamrock was actually a coffee. Because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a coffee. So I was really confused by that. So continuing on, we have at the Contemporary Resort at the Katempo Cafe through the 17th, a St. Patrick's Day cupcake, a chocolate cupcake filled with gold crisp pearls with green buttercream, green sugar, shamrock sprinkles, and a white chocolate Minnie Mouse topper, which is this one right here. Now, to be honest, for a deluxe resort, I feel like it's pretty blah. Like, I think like this one with the rainbow on it has a lot more pizzazz, and it's at a value resort than the one at the Contempo Cafe. That's just my opinion.
I kind of feel like they always do that though.
I'm like, it very much confuses me. Then at Coronado Springs at the Three Bridges Bar and Grill through the 17th, they have the Lucky Leprechaun, a whiskey coffee custard, whiskey soaked cake, and pistachio mousse topped with a dark chocolate shamrock. So it's going to be this one over here, which looks really cute. Continuing on, at Old Key West Resort at Goods Food to Go, available through the 17th, there is the Mickey's Pot of Gold, a stout chocolate cake filled with Irish cream mousse dipped in chocolate shell, buttercream, gold sprinkles, and rainbow gummy. I don't see a picture of that one. I would like to see that. It sounds very good.
On a note about Old Key West, I had heard that Olivia's was kind of a hidden gem. Like nobody ever goes out there because it's kind of like off the beaten path, and it's a DVC resort. So I went to Olivia's, and it was a last minute reservation. Like I literally just made the reservation same day.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
So it's really good.
Yeah, and it's affordable too. I went there for brunch. I had a brunch. They offer like breakfast food and lunch food, and I had like a deli sandwich and a mimosa.
Okay.
And it was so good.
Sounds like something place that needs to be like, did you do I know that you typically don't do a lot of videos on your trips because you're usually there for like with family or something, but are you going to do like a food review video of Olivia's?
I posted about it on Instagram.
Christy doesn't post a lot of videos on her channel anymore.
No, usually just makeup stuff.
Are you gearing more towards the makeup stuff on your channel and putting more of your Disney stuff on Instagram?
No, I do about an equal amount. I mean, my channel right now does have more makeup on it just because I didn't have any content to record. But I try to balance it out to where there's Disney and makeup across all. TikTok typically tends to be more makeup. But I do have like 7 or 8 videos that I did record from my trip. I just got to edit them and post them.
Okay. Continuing on, at Port Orleans French Quarter at Sasagula Floatworks and Food Factory, there's a mint chocolate chip cheesecake. So we've already seen this already, but it looks just a little bit different. It's got kind of a little, it says chocolate decor. So it's just going to be a little different than the other one. And then at Scat Cats Club, which is where you get your beignets, they have a Mickey Shamrock beignet, a Mickey-shaped beignet, chocolate mint ganache, milkshake pipette, and shamrock decor. So that is this one over here.
And those beignets are good.
See, Sam and I tried them at the very end of our trip in July, and we just were not a fan.
Did you get the Disney ones or the Mickey shaped ones?
The Mickey ones.
That's fine. Well, we got them both, actually.
I will say that I think that I had like a little bit of sunstroke. I was feeling really sick. We couldn't get my temperature like to come down. It was pretty bad. So in fairness, Sam was worried about me. I wasn't feeling well. So it may be something that we need to give another chance.
Probably. It was really good.
At Port Orleans Riverside, at the Riverside Mill Food Court, they have a mint chocolate chip cheesecake, mint brownie, topped with vanilla cheesecake, whipped mint ganache, and chocolate decor. So, same thing as we've seen at other resorts. Again, only available through the 17th. So, at the Riviera Resort at La Petite Cafe, they have the caramel hazelnut profiolis. Have no idea. I just butchered that. Sorry. Caramel hazelnut custard filled chocolate whatevers with chocolate ganache, which I'm going to assume is this one up here. So they look like little pistachio covered Ferrero Rochers.
So on a note from that resort, look up, what's the name of that restaurant up on the top?
Topolino Sierras.
Not good.
I've heard that. I've heard that it is not good.
Not good. And way overpriced. For me alone, it was like $120.
That's insane.
And I didn't even get a dessert.
That's really insane.
And it was not good. I left there hungry.
That's bad. See, that's what Sam and we were laughing that, we're like, well, maybe we should try Victoria and Albert. So it's like, okay, so we need to have a reservation for Victoria and Albert's, and then we need to plan to go to Casey's Corner afterwards because we're still going to be hungry.
I don't think you would be there because theirs is like an event of several hours and several courses.
At Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa at the Artist Palette through the 17th, Mickey's Pot of Gold, stout chocolate cake filled with Irish cream mousse, dipped in a chocolate shell, buttercream, gold sprinkles, and rainbow gummy. So this was mentioned elsewhere, but there was no picture, but it's this one right here that looks like it has like the little rainbow on top. So that is what that looks like. Also at Saratoga Springs at the Backstretch Pool Bar, they have the Lucky Irish Cone, cake cone, vanilla soft serve, chocolate sandwich cookies, and gold sprinkles. So right here at the bottom corner, I thought this was going to be like the coconut Dole Whip or something, but it's not. It's just vanilla soft serve.
I love coconut Dole Whip.
I do too. It's very good. I had the coconut and lime combined at Pineapple and I at the Poly. So good. Wilderness Lodge at Roaring Fork, which is their quick service, available through the 17th. The Nugget, vanilla bean mousse, Irish stout cake, and salted caramel ganache. So it's going to be this one right over here at the bottom. Continuing on, this is available at various Disney resort hotels, available through the end of the month. It is a My Lucky plant-based, so this is a plant-based item. My Lucky plant-based clover cupcake, a chocolate cupcake with vanilla buttercream and sprinkles. This is a plant-based option, and it is available at the All Stars, AOA, Caribbean Beach, French Quarter, Riverside, Pop Century. So if you are looking for something plant-based, they do have an item there. And so now we are moving into the parks. And the first park is Epcot, and this is going to be at Sunshine Seasons, only available through the March 17th. And I think I mentioned it. The plant-based option is available through the 31st. The St. Patrick's Day Irish Coffee Tart, a chocolate coffee tart topped with mint mousse, Irish coffee cream, and a shamrock ganache. Very pretty. It's a very pretty presentation. Mm-hmm. At Rose and Crown, you have fish and chips, Rose and Crown signature dish, beer battered and served with tartar sauce, shepherd's pie, ground beef, seasonal vegetables, English peas, and mashed potatoes with Irish cheddar. And this is my absolute favorite. I adore it. I get it every time we go to Epcot. It is the Leaping Leprechaun. Jameson Irish Whiskey, Don Q Crystal Rum, vodka, melon liqueur, and sweet and sour topped with Sprite.
That little cake thing looks like something that'd be at Amarette's.
That's where we're headed next.
Oh.
The Leaping Leprechaun, you can also get it at the Rose and Crown pub if you don't want to get reservations to Rose and Crown itself. The Leaping Leprechaun, and if you don't want to pay extra for the souvenir cup, tell them that you want it in a regular cup, and it will knock down the price by like $5. Next, we are moving on to Amarette's, and this is available through the 18th. It is a St. Patrick's Day petite cake, whiskey-soaked spiced chiffon cake with layers of Irish cream, mousse, caramel banana mousse, and candied walnuts. Now, these typically run between $22 to $25, but I will say Amarette's is absolutely worth it. So good. I would 100% say Amarette's over Gideon's, and you aren't going to have to wait in a virtual queue. The food is 10 times better. Gideon's is horrible. Stay away.
I like
Save your money.
But I also like Amarette's.
And then at Amarette's, they also have a St. Patrick's Day chocolate covered strawberries. At the City Works Eatery and Pour House, Pour, available through the 17th, they have an Irish loaded fries, house-made corned beef, hardwood smoked bacon, Guinness braised onions, IPA cheese sauce, green onions, and waffle fries. So I'm going to assume it's right here with the waffle fries. A pastrami Reuben, house-made pastrami, Swiss cheese, Russian dressing, and bacon braised sauerkraut on marble rye. Irish bangers and mash, which is, I think, the other picture. Grilled Louisiana hot link, smoked cheddar, and horseradish potato puree, caramelized cabbage, and Guinness onion gravy. An Irish mule, which is Jameson Irish whiskey, lime juice, bitters, and ginger beer. Dark Side of the Moon, Blue Moon, and Guinness. That just sounds odd to me.
Is that in the Germany Pavilion?
No, this is at City Works in Disney Springs.
Oh.
The Snake Bite, which is Angry Orchard, Crisp Apple, and Guinness. And the Voodoo, which is Ruberus and Guinness. The Daily Poutine, which is the poutine place in Disney Springs, and this is available through the end of the month. Irish Pork Bangers Poutine, Irish Cheddar, Onion Marmalade, Stout Gravy, and fries.
That was available March 1st, wasn't it? Because I remember seeing something for that.
I think so. I think that one's been available all month.
Yeah. I thought I remember seeing something when I was there on the 2nd.
Then this burger is at Deluxe Burger. It is the Dublin Burger. 2 pressed signature blend patties with Irish cheddar, corned beef, shoestring fried onions, Irish stout, barbecue sauce, lettuce, and tomato. And that looks like a sandwich that Shaggy and Scooby would eat. It is so tall. Then moving on to the Ganachery. Have you ever been to the Ganachery?
Yes.
What is their pricing like?
It's high. It's very decadent. You have to really like rich chocolate to like it.
Would you say it's around the same prices of like Amarette's?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so the first one is the St. Patrick's Day Mickey Pinata, which I'm assuming is this one with the little Mickey on it. Chocolate pinata filled with mint marshmallows and robed in chocolate, white crisp pearls, and green sprinkles. And these are available through March 19th. Then they have a milk chocolate Irish cream ganache square and a dark chocolate Irish whiskey ganache square, which I'm assuming they're showing the milk chocolate ones here. Then we move on to Raglan Road. It says, revelers can enjoy Raglan Road's signature brew flight, whiskey flight, or craft beers, wines, and handcrafted cocktails of their choice while choosing from the chef's selection of authentic Irish dishes, including the dry-aged prime short rib and beef brisket, OMG burger, shepherd's pie, beef and lamb version, or the popular plant-based option, and fresh caught fish with chips. The authentic fish and chips are also available at the to-go adjacent Cooks of Dublin counter. So that's going to be this one. And then at Salt and Straw, which is the new ice cream place that's down, if you're walking down past, you're walking like down towards the M&M store.
Yeah, it's close to the Orange Garage entrance, not the one by the Coca-Cola store, but the other one.
Right. The other
I
one.
was there twice while I was there.
Pots of golden rainbows, hand-sorted rainbow marshmallows tossed into cereal milk ice cream. So pretty much Lucky Charms ice cream.
Yeah.
At Sprinkles, which is the cupcake place, which I want to try the cupcake ATM just because it sounds really fun.
I've never gone to Sprinkles.
But I have heard that the cupcake ATM, like, they're a lot drier because they set in there longer.
Yes, that's what I would think.
This is available through the 19th, and the Pot of Golden Rainbows is available through the end of the month. Irish coffee cupcake. So that's going to be this one up here. Chocolate coffee cake filled with marshmallow, topped with Irish whiskey, green vanilla buttercream frosting, and finished with a clover decor. This cupcake contains a small amount of alcohol for adults 21 and over. So I'm assumed that the Irish whiskey buttercream, because it's not cooked out, so it's probably in the frosting. Swirls on the Water, and this is available through the 31st. A St. Patrick's Day cone, chocolate and mint soft serve, swirled in a black vanilla cone topped with gold sprinkles. And then they have a Bailey's float, frozen hot chocolate with mint soft serve and Bailey's Irish cream float. I would assume that the Bailey's chocolate float, even though it's not specified, is probably a 21 and older dessert.
Probably.
Moving on to the Vivoli Il Gelato, and this is all available through the 31st. They have a shamrock shake, mint chocolate chip gelato, and pistachio gelato topped with whipped cream and chocolate shavings. A pistachio bombardier, pistachio gelato and chocolate sauce in a warm Italian donut. A mint cannoli, sweet cream and ricotta cheese, sugar, mint, and chocolate shavings in a crispy pastry shell. A marshmallow cereal cannoli, a marshmallow cereal bombado, and a marshmallow cereal shake. So it's pretty much Lucky Charms in shake form. And the shake is this one up here. It's topped with the Italian donut and more Lucky Charms. And then we move on to Disneyland. So this is what is offered in Disneyland Resort at the park at Red Rose Tavern through the 19th. The green stuff. So this is probably a play on the gray stuff from Beauty and the Beast. Mint, white chocolate mousse, chocolate cake, mint chocolate chips, and chocolate cookie crumbs on a shortbread cookie. So it's a little different than the gray stuff where it's just the topping part. This one actually has like a cookie and stuff underneath it.
Well, the gray stuff used to also be a cupcake.
Yes. And when they when they redid the menu, they took it away in cupcake form. At California Adventure, available. Now, this is only available the 17th through the 19th at Hollywood Lounge. A St. Patrick's Day cocktail, Irish whiskey, melon liqueur, and sour mix garnished with a cherry. Obviously, for 21 and older. So, moving on, at the Grand Californian, they have the leprechaun cupcake and a Mickey Mouse-shaped leprechaun donut. That is actually really cute.
Yeah, it is.
And this is available March 11th through April 9th. So these two are at this Grand California Hotel Craftsman Grill. And this is actually the longest one that we have seen through April 9th.
I'll be there during that time.
So are you going to go and try either of these items?
Probably not.
Rude.
Well, they've got their Food and Rhyme Festival going on right now.
You can go try a Mickey Mouse shaped donut.
I'm actually going to try their beignets there and see if the ones there are better than the ones at Prince Porter.
At Hearthstone Lounge, available the 11th to the 19th. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. It's got Tomaro, DEW, amaretto, creme de menthe, apple, lime, and lemon juices and simple syrup garnished with raspberries and a rosemary sprig. Woo! In the downtown Disney district, at the Black Tap Craft Burgers and Shakes, available through the end of the month, the O Reuben Burger, prime beef and corned beef blended patty, beer braised cabbage and onions, diced pickles, Swiss cheese, and whiskey mustard sauce. So I'm going to assume that that is this burger right here. The California churro, which is through the 19th, which I'm going to assume is this one right here because that is churro shaped. Shamrock churro. Churro rolled in cookies and cream crumbs, drizzled with green mint icing and sprinkled with gold and green edible glitter. Now, are you a churro person or not?
I'm allergic to cinnamon.
Then you are not a churro person.
Nope.
But this is not a cinnamon and sugar churro.
I don't think I've actually ever had churros other than ones that I made that were gluten-free and cinnamon-free, and I didn't really care for them.
Okay. At Kayla's Cakes, you have the pistachio macaroons, which are right here. Now, there's macaroons and there's macarons. I think these are macarons. Green macaron cookies with Sicilian pistachio white chocolate ganache. And then at Naples Restaurante e Bar, available through 17th to the 19th, so right during St. Patrick's Day. And an Irish nacho pizza, mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese, bacon bits, potato, creme fraiche, and green onions. So this is pretty much a pizza. A warm Irish hug, Irish whiskey, Irish cream liqueur, coffee, and whipped cream with a drizzle of creme de menthe. Obviously 21 and up. At Salt and Straws, again, we have the hand-sorted rainbow marshmallows tossed into cereal milk ice cream. So ice cream with Lucky Charms in it. At Splitsville Luxury Lanes, available on St. Patrick's Day only, a Shamrock Strike. Vodka, rum, gin, triple sec, melon liqueur, and Sprite. That sounds a lot like a leaping leprechaun, but it also sounds like it might kill you.
I bet they could get that afterwards too.
If you say probably, hey, can I get a Shamrock Strike? It may be charged differently, though it probably won't be in the system anymore. They might be able to still make it, but they might have to charge you differently for it.
I mean, you just tell them what's in it.
Right. I want this cocktail. It's got vodka, rum, gin, triple sec, melon liqueur, and Sprite. At Sprinkles, and this is available the 13th through the 19th. And it's the same Irish coffee cupcake that is available at Disney World. Yuva Bar and Cafe, Irish Burger of the Month, paired with featured Irish stout beer, Angus beef patty, sauerkraut, bratwurst, pickles, Swiss cheese, bacon braised, red cabbage, and whole grain honey mustard. And this is available through the 31st. Corned beef, cabbage, and potato plate, and it is available the 17th through the 19th. At Wetzel's Pretzels, available the 13th through the 19th. Frozen chocolate shamrock, a frozen mint chocolate drink topped with whipped cream and shamrock sprinkles. So that is what is available for St. Patrick's Day across Disney World, the resorts, and Disneyland. I have to say, the Shamrock Strike at Splitsville sounds really, really good.
Yeah. Sounds like it might kill you, but it sounds good.
Sounds like it might kill you, but that's actually something that sounds like something I would drink.
Hey, I don't think this has taken me 4 hours.
You don't think so?
I don't know. How long we've been on?
An hour and a half?
Yeah, it's not taking me 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. Are you almost done?
I'm doing the details, and then I got my eyeliner and mascara to do.
Wow. It is taking you as long today. You're back in the groove again.
I guess. It did take me forever the other day. I don't know if they would have Disneyland's Food and Wine Festival menu.
I will look. Let me go back to Instagram. Let's go here.
I have watched a few YouTube videos.
Blog.
I also made lunch and dinner reservations each day.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm working on it. We've got a Disney Eats first look at Mickey's Toontown treats.
Yeah, Mickey's Toontown opens on the 19th. They were they closed Toontown for a while for refurb. Should be back up soon.
Okay. Yes, there is one for California. There's also one for honoring Women's History Month. Which one would you like me to share? Toontown, Food and Wine, or Women's History Month?
You take your pick.
Are you going to be there at the end of this month?
Yep.
Okay, I'll start with Women's History Month then. All right. So this is from, again, the Disney Parks blog. That's where we like to go for information. It's directly from Disney, and it's their foodie guide. And we really like their Eats foodie guides. All right. Okay, so this, I'm going to try to scroll through and see what's at Disneyland. Okay, so this is just Disney World. It's nothing at Disney. I clicked to Disneyland, but... Okay, so that's just at Disney World. So I will share a new one for the Food and Wine. All right, there we go.
I wonder why their Food and Wine's at a different time.
Oh, and it's only in one park. It's only in California Adventure, and that is because Disneyland is still a dry park. You have to go to California Adventures to drink.
Well, it's also a lot shorter than...
Yes, it runs March 3rd through April 25th. So, here we go. At Nuts, this is Disney's California Adventure Park at Festival Marketplaces. First up is Nuts About Cheese. Petite Burrata, a grilled ciabatta with tomato and olive jam, burrata cheese, pesto, and freeze-dried balsamic. Freeze-dried balsamic sounds very interesting to me. I am not a balsamic person. Ask Sam. Crackers and cheese, a house-made herb cracker with white cheddar fromage blanc, spicy salami spread, and cherry jam. So this is going to be your petite burrata, and this is going to be your crackers and cheese. The next is a Mickey Mouse-shaped macaron made with Snickers. Chocolate Mickey macaron filled with caramel ganache and Snickers cookie bar pieces. So that's this one right here. And then the last one is Flowers and Bees. Gin, elderflower liqueur, lemon juice and honey, hibiscus and lavender syrups, ganache with a purple pansy. It looks very, very pretty. And then they have purple glow grapes and green glow grapes. Limit 10 per person. What the heck is a purple glow grape?
I have no idea.
Please get that and take a picture because I want to know.
I gotta know what this is.
I gotta know. So the next booth is called Uncork California. They have a California artisan cheese plate featuring Marin French Cheese Company jalapeno triple cream brie, Filani Farmstead Purple Moon cheddar, and craft beer cheddar. It's this one up here. It looks like a very pretty plate. The next is the Celebration Chocolate Fudge Brownie, gooey chocolate brownie with pecans, topped with chocolate pecan glaze, and finished with chocolate pearls and silver stars. It sounds like this might put you into chocolate sugar shock. The 1923 Mimosa, Prosecco, white cranberry juice, and peach syrup and lemon juice. Then the 1939 Mimosa is Prosecco, pineapple and orange juices, and passion fruit and guava nectar. And the 1955 Mimosa, Prosecco, dragon fruit and rose syrups, hibiscus water, and lemon juice, which are going to be these three right here. The Century, This might be the glow grapes, Christy. It looks like it's a little wine charm. That's cute. I kind of want one. That's cute.
So it's not something you eat. It's just
apparently not. I can understand now the limit 10 per person. I'm like, you're limiting me to 10 grapes? Like, are you sitting there counting grapes? Like, honestly, message me and if you can get a hold of one and tell me how much it is and I'll pay you for it because that's cute. The Century of Magic Mimosa Flight, which obviously you're going to get a smaller version of the 23, 39, and 55 Mimosa. Then they've got a whole bunch of different California wines. Yeah, purple glow grapes and green glow grapes. So it looks like they have them in more than one location. But yeah, so that's going to be the glow grapes. There's purple and green. Then the Food and Wine Corksicle Stemless Flutes. Limit 2 per person, per transactions, no discounts apply. Then at the very
jam donut.
That's what comes. It's cheesecake. Kenny's Family Cheesecake topped with a mixed berry compote. It looks very good.
Yeah, it does.
A blueberry buttermilk pie, blueberry pancake cold brew, Joffrey's Mexican origin coffee, brown butter, maple and demerara syrup, and oat milk, and a blueberry sweet cream made with cream, oat milk, vanilla syrup, and puree, garnished with cinnamon-flavored cereal crumble. You could have it if you didn't get the cinnamon crumble.
Yeah, they could probably take that out.
Then you can get the glow grapes there, too.
They're really advertising those glow grapes.
They really are. Like, sheesh. At Delish, they have a beef and barley poutine, potato bites with braised beef short rib, cheese curds, stout gravy, and lager micro sponge. I'm sorry. I accidentally threw away some of Sam's stuff.
Uh-oh.
His metal hangers that he's using to build his werewolf.
Oh.
Bad wife alert.
Make posable hands.
He's making posable hands.
Oh.
So, bad wife alert.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Things happen.
Well, what happened was I was cleaning and I got my foot caught in one and about face planted onto the floor.
What happened was
just this. Cubana slider, slow roasted mustard crusted pork and sliced smoked ham with melted Swiss cheese and pickles served on a Hawaiian roll, which I'm going to assume is going to be this one up here. Sake melon 75. Sake, ginger liqueur, prosecco, rock melon syrup, and lemongrass citron puree, garnished with an edible purple orchid. It's a very pretty drink. And then guess what? Purple glow grapes. April tequila colada, Reposo tequila, Aperol, apricot puree, coconut cream, and orange and lime juice garnished with lime.
What do you want to bet they'll have purple and green glow grapes at the Disney World Food and Wine?
I would, if they go over really well, yes. If they don't, if it doesn't, I don't know. But my guess is if they have leftovers, it'll be, look, limited time only. Here's what the green one looks like. Then at the California Craft Brews, there's an IPA sausage dog on a soft pretzel roll with onion pepper jarnette, cheddar cheese sauce, and malt vinegar onion crunch, and then a whole bunch of different beers. And purple glow grapes and green glow grapes.
The purple ones are cuter.
I agree. The purple one is cuter. At Cluckadoodle Moo, there's a smoked honey habanero chicken wing. Chicken wings tossed in a honey habanero seasoning. A barbecue beef brisket slider featuring Viscolani Farmstead smoked cheddar, dill pickles on salt and pepper brioche. The brioche bun looks really good. A smoked cherry Mezekiel cocktail, dark rum, mezcal, cherry puree, grapefruit and lime juice, vanilla syrup and bitters, garnished with a dried grapefruit chip. Sam found some in the closet. Woohoo! Then we have purple and green glow grapes. And once again, we have the corksicle stemless flutes. Again, 2 per person per transaction, no discounts. At Garlic Kissed, we have a grilled top sirloin with roasted garlic, Gruyere smashed potatoes, and black garlic chimichurri. I'm assuming it's this one over here in the little skillet. Carbonara garlic mac and cheese featuring Nuiski's peppered bacon. That sounds good. A raspberry limoncello aid, limoncello, grapefruit liqueur, house-made mint syrup, raspberry syrup, and lemon juice garnished with a white orchid, which is going to be this glass over here. And the glass itself is really pretty in the picture.
So that looks like the one that I had with a drink I got in Mexico for the arts festival.
The guava leche mule, vodka, guava nectar, ginger, and leche syrup, and lemon juice topped with guava and grapefruit hard cider and garnished with lemon, and purple and green glow grapes. Golden Dreams, they have elote paleta, sweet corn paleta with parm crema, chili lime seasoning, corn crunch, and cilantro, which I think is this one over here.
Are you a cilantro person, or does it taste like dishwater to you?
I like cilantro.
I do too.
I don't like parsley though. I'm not a parsley person.
I'm fine with parsley too.
Roasted beet and goat cheese flatbread with a basil pesto, which is going to be this one over here, I think.
That's what I don't care for. It's beets.
I'm not a beet person either. A Central California cooler, peach puree, apple, orange, and lemon juice garnished with an apple chip. So that one sounds like it is non-alcoholic. It's like a mocktail. Thicklewood Ciderworks Guava Groove, grapefruit, guava, and tropical flavors with Nelson Swaben hops. The next one is I Heart Artichokes, artichoke pizzetta, artichoke and roasted garlic cream cheese with sun-dried tomatoes, pickled onions, and lemon olive oil drizzled microgreens. That's the one over here. It doesn't look bad. Artichoke toast with olive tapenade, toasted sliced baguette with artichoke cream cheese topped with olive and artichoke tapenade and drizzled with olive oil. A passion fruit rum cocktail, white rum, Italian Amaro, passion fruit nectar, orange and lime juices, and guava puree garnished with an orange wedge. And again, we have the return of the purple and green grow grapes, 10 per person. And go ahead.
Me? I was sniffing.
Oh, okay. At the next booth, which is called LA Style, we have glazed barbecue pork belly with feature taki something mac salad. So it's going to be this one over here. It's with mac and cheese. Next, we have something that's plant-based. The Impossible gyro-inspired naan. Gyro-inspired flatbread featuring Impossible ground beef with chipotle hummus, tzatziki, and spiced crispy chickpeas. It doesn't look horrible. It looks like something I would eat if it was regular ground beef. Would you try it, Christy?
I would only try it if it looked Instagrammable.
The Echo Park Cooler. Joffrey's coffee, Cillian and raspberry rose tea, raspberry puree, leche and rose syrups, and lime juice garnished with a lime wheel. It is non-alcoholic. We have the return of the glow grapes and the corksicle stemless flute. Peppers Calais Inte, a chile ronado empanada with arboral pepper salsa and oxcala and cojita cheeses. Chimarrons a la Diabla, spicy shrimp with California chile and cilantro rice. Canerito style Paloma, Reposado tequila, habanero infused pineapple juice, lime juice, rock melon syrup, and fresh get, garnished with a pineapple wheel and chili lime seasoning, and the glow grapes.
I wonder why Disneyland isn't as popular on YouTube as Walt Disney World.
I think because the pricing is so much more expensive to go to Disneyland than it is to go to Disney World.
I don't know though, because when I booked Randy, his trip there was cheaper than his Walt Disney World trip. And I think
But did he stay at a Disney resort?
He stayed at Castle Inn.
So that's a lot of people that go one time and they want the whole experience and they stay at one of the 3 Disneyland hotels.
Castle Inn's a good neighbor one, and it's themed to Small World.
The next one is avocado time, and it looks like both of theirs are plant-based options. An Impossible Nacho Mac and Cheese, cheddar mac featuring seasoned Impossible ground beef, tomatoes, olives, jalapeno, and guacamole. Impossible El Pastor tacos, El Pastor taco featuring Impossible pork with grilled pineapple and avocado tomatillo sauce. Blackberry lavender lemonade, blackberry puree and syrup, lavender syrup, and pineapple and lemon juice garnished with lemon wheel. And guess what else? Glow grapes.
So great.
And then at random locations throughout Disney California Adventure, you can get the Cochina Cucamonga. There's mobile order available and sip and savor tasting size portions. Strawberry horchata and seasonal mango margarita. You can't have the strawberry horchata because it's rice and cinnamon.
Yeah, no.
At Lamplight Lounge, there's cookies and cream donuts, ribeye for 2, and the Lamplight Lounge food and wine cocktail. Gin, elderflower liqueur, peach, basil simple syrup, lemon, blue curacao, and fresh basil. Lamplight Lounge Boardwalk Dining is the cocktail. Pacific Wharf Cafe, mobile order available, also the sip and savor tasting size portion. A grilled peach toast with ricotta mascarpone spread and arugula salad on toasted sourdough bread. Berries and cream bread pudding, seasonal berry bread pudding with whipped topping, strawberry sauce, and creme something.
I do want to try that.
Cappuccino cart presented by Joffrey's. Horchata cold brew. You can't try that because it's cinnamon. Looks like horchata is made with cinnamon. Paradise Garden Grill. It looks like they've got some of the same stuff, only just located in other areas. Cocktails at Sonoma Terrace, hosted by Corksicle. Black Forest ham grilled cheese, sourdough grilled cheese with Black Forest ham, smoked mozzarella, and red wine poached pear jam, served with sun-dried tomato cheese sauce. That sounds really good. And here's the stemless wine flutes we've been hearing about. We finally get a picture of those.
Oh, okay.
Those are really cute too. Studio Catering Company, Korean fried chicken topped with gochujang sauce, kimchi, coleslaw, and pickled onions served on a sweet Hawaiian bread. Watermelon punch, Korean style watermelon punch with Sprite and oat milk. Terran Treats, like a lemon raspberry pie churro, raspberry flavored spiral churro topped with lemon and marshmallow glaze and pie crust crumbles. Outdoor vending carts have pretzel bites, ales, and seltzers. Police chase going down the street.
Awesome.
I see some really interesting things through my front window, y'all. Churro cart in Buena Vista Street. There's a pineapple coconut churro with pineapple sugar, pineapple topping, coconut cream icing, and toasted coconut. It does look like it's a regular churro, though. So Otherwise, I would say please try that and tell me how it is because it sounds amazing, but you can't because it's got cinnamon. At the churro cart in Hollywoodland, there's a tiramisu churro. In the downtown Disney district at the Ballast Point Brewing Company, there's tomato and burrata, coconut curry shrimp. At the Naples Restaurante Bar, this is available March 3rd through the 24th. Pizza Caparina, white pizza, fresh mozzarella, and bruschetta tomato mix topped with fresh arugula and goat cheese. Everything minus the goat cheese sounds absolutely great.
I like goat cheese.
I don't like goat cheese, so I would probably have a different type of cheese put on it. Ralph Bennon's Jazz Kitchen, again through the 24th. Barbecue shrimp and grits. Gulf shrimp simmered in a New Orleans barbecue sauce with roasted garlic, lemon, Worcestershire sauce, and Creole seasoning, served over andouille sausage and Parmesan grits. Hold on just a second.
She got a phone call. While she's gone, I am using, what is this? Super Pomade brand. Like this white, I think it's just, I don't know if it's a cream eyeshadow or if it's an eyeliner. I'm not really sure. It's called Whiteout. It's not Whiteout though. It's not like the whiteout you use for ink on paper. Does that stuff even exist anymore? Do people still use paper? I know they do in schools. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. And then the last thing is the Splitsville Luxury Lane grilled ahi and avocado. Seared buttery ahi tuna tossed in a kimchi ponzu and stuffed into a scored and grilled avocado plated with sushi rice, drizzled with additional kimchi ponzu and spicy mayo and garnished with sesame seeds, finished with wonton chips. So that is the California Food and Wine Festival. Those glow grapes cracked me up. So
some of those sounded interesting.
Some of them sounded okay. Some of them didn't sound like all that appealing. I feel like there's not as much diversity as there is at the one in Disney World.
I hear that their food's better there, though, in general. Maybe less to choose from, but better food. That's what I've heard.
Okay, so if you don't follow Mickey Sightings on Instagram, you need to, because he's starting to do like this day in Disney history. And I can't believe that this is now Disney history. On this day in 3/12 in 2020, the Walt Disney Company announces it will close the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim for the first time since the September 11 attacks and just the third time in its 65-year history because of the coronavirus pandemic. Can you believe that was only 3 years ago?
Yeah. Feels like it was more recently than that.
I know. That's I'm like, it's been 3 years. Like, wait, what? I
think mainly because my world changed completely.
Mm-hmm. Very, very insane.
Why is this not working? There you go. That'll work.
So, are you still an Universal Pass holder, or are you letting yours expire?
I'm still a one for right now.
Are you going to go to HHN?
No.
I'm like, Sam and I were talking about this the other day, and I might have mentioned it the other day. I wish we had a fall break. Like, we have a week for Christmas, a week, like 3 days for Thanksgiving. I wish we had a fall break in like the end of October.
What do you think? So I can.
Is that with the hangers?
Yeah.
All right, Christy, what do you think?
That looks pretty cool.
Say I can fully bend the
He
fingers.
has full control over the fingers.
Cool.
I don't, because it's stiff, but he does. Like, even if we weren't gonna go, if we weren't going on our cruise, in November, I could, in theory, take my 3 days in October, like the very end of the month. We could leave the 23rd when I got off work with Sam, and be gone the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, because the 27th is last day of the 9 weeks, so there's no school that day for teacher in-service. So we'd get in on the 24th. We'd have the 25th, 26th, 27th, and come home the 28th, 29th. So that's something we may contemplate for next year.
You'd have to buy those tickets in advance because they're so close to Halloween.
Yes. So it's something that Sam and I have kind of been talking about a little bit, because Sam really wants to go back for HHN. We just would have to, we wouldn't have as many days.
Yeah. Have you done HHN before?
We did. We did HHN in 2018, the very first time we went to Universal.
I like HHN.
We like HHN too. We've started covering Horror Night Nightmares speculation maps on the channel as they come out. There's been one for California and one for Florida so far, and we've covered both of them and kind of talked about what our thoughts were and what it could be, and it's a lot of fun. And the first one we did was Florida, and I messaged Horror Night Nightmares and I said, hey, just letting you know, we did a video on your speculation map, but don't worry, we didn't put a picture of your map in there because it's not ours, but we talked about your Facebook page and we put links in the bio of the video. And they're like, oh, well, thanks, but yeah, please feel free to use our photos in your videos and just send us the link to the video afterwards. So I'm like, well, that's really cool, you know.
Yeah.
So we did, when we did the California one, so that's right now, that's about as close. Sam's decor is about as close as we can get for HHN, but maybe next year, depending on what because we typically get, as staff, we get the following school year's calendar in February. So we would know kind of what that date is for October, and go, okay, like what do we want to do? How do we want to use? Because I get 3 days off before Christmas and 3 days off after Christmas. So Sam really likes to do a lot of decorating for Halloween though. And if we go at Halloween, he couldn't do as much decorating, but he would get to go to HHN instead of decorate.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know, he can get new ideas for the following year. So, but yeah, that's kind of something that we're thinking about for 2024.
HHN is so fun.
HHN
Okay.
is really fun.
Green contacts or no? They're green and yellow.
Nah.
No contacts?
No contacts. You're like, the makeup itself like messes with your eyes. You're like in pain after you use those contacts.
Only for a little bit. But I mean, my eyes are, because I'm a chameleon, My eyes, they're gray. My eyes are gray, but they're a type of gray that turns like if I put brown on, they have like little brown specks in it. If I wear green, they're greener. If I wear blue, they're bluer. But they mostly go greener than anything. But I mean, you already see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called tight lining.
Yes. Hey, Mike, just got an email about a half an hour ago that my dive bars have shipped.
Nice.
Yay. When are they? Okay, they're coming USPS priority mail.
My in Gingies, I think is how it's said, came in today in Gingies. Hold on. I will show you what those are. Actually, I'll put the link in private chat so you could bring them up.
Okay.
There we go. Let me go. Yes. So I got these because when I was at the expo, I was talking to a lady, and she does not sell these. I was talking to a lady about how I get blisters really easily.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it's because my toes rub together, and that I should get these socks. And so I bought 4 pairs.
Okay.
It's in private chat.
I got it. Okay, you want me to share screen?
Sure.
Okay. So they're like they're toe socks. They're toe socks.
Yeah. But they're specific for running. They even have the compression around the middle of the foot.
Oh, wow. I love toe socks.
I've never liked toe socks. And she was like, I know like a lot of people hate them. And I was like, I've always hated toe socks. She's like, let me just tell you, you need to try these because they are really good, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. And I also bought, which I've already shown these on my Instagram.
Okay.
Typing with one finger or one hand. I'm going to go directly to the shoe that I got and then send you the link.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I sent guest services an email and asked if it was possible to get the recipe for the shamrock strike because I kind of want to make it at home.
Mm-hmm. Don't they usually share that stuff?
Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Like lately, they've been real tight with
Hi, welcome in, Cherie. Okay, that's the shoes.
Hey, Cherie. Okay, so you want me to share
I got
that?
big old feet, so I had to order a 10.
Did you really?
So they say order a half a size bigger than what you wear.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Have you gotten them yet?
Yeah, I've worn them. I like them.
I'll say, what do you think of them?
I like them a lot, actually. I tried them on when I was at the expo, and I was like, yeah, I like these. And then I ended up buying them online.
The expo can be dangerous.
I know.
Because you're like, oh, wow, that can help me with my running. Ooh, I need that.
Yep. I normally wear Brooks or Nike for running, but these, I really like these. I haven't tried running in them yet. I've just been wearing them around the house to break them in. And out when we went to dinner the other night. sent the link.
Yeah, I did. You want me to share it?
Sure, if you want.
Okay. I'm typing something in private chat.
I mean, we talking about it. Might as well share it.
No, share screen. There.
Scroll down.
So here's the shoe that Christy got. And did you get it in the raspberry sky or the powder blue pink?
The raspberry sky.
This one. Okay.
Yeah, I like them quite a bit.
And 185 really isn't bad for a good shoe as long as you like how it feels. But it looks like you get a 30-day trial and free return or exchange.
Yeah, that's really good too.
That is really good.
Yeah.
You can really put a lot of miles on in 30 days.
Yeah, you can. You can probably wear them out if you're doing a training for a marathon.
I need to return these. They didn't work well. There's no soul left of them. They just didn't work well.
Like, okay, sure.
No.
I'm sure they have some sort of like regulation around that.
Okay, have you heard of that circle water bottle?
No, I don't think so.
Where you put like those little flavor things in it?
Oh, yeah, my son has one.
I've thought about those, but like I've heard so many people say that like the cartridges can like mold really easily.
They're expensive too.
That's what I was like, man, these are expensive.
I look so funny.
What?
I look so funny.
Cherie says, yes, we sell them at Walmart. Yep, you sell like a $20 starter pack and some different flavors at Walmart. I'm getting pictures from my girls that are leaving on the cruise.
Hope they're already enjoying themselves.
I hope they are too. Hold on just a second. What, Ben?
Do you want this broken to pound in quarters since it's 4.5?
Yeah, just 4 quarters is fine.
Okay.
You don't have to weigh them out.
Well, that'll pretty well be, a pound, 1.1 or something like that.
That's fine. Then you can probably use the quart-size freezer bags for that.
No, I got one done.
Awesome.
I've got to figure out how I want to do it.
From there.
Getting to the arm. But
Right. Okay, cool. But yeah, then if it's not going to be that much, you can probably just do the quart-size freezer bags. They're all in the...
I think next time I'm going to have a pair of gloves on them.
Oh. Clean it up.
I will.
Before you start messing with the ground beef.
All right, here with the sanitizer.
Okay, then you're good. I bought this 4-point-whatever-pound thing of ground beef at Walmart yesterday that needs to be broken up. And I don't like touching raw meat, so I make Sam do it.
Raleigh's the opposite. He's like that. He doesn't like touching raw meat, so he's like, ooh, I can't watch you make that.
3 in the freezer, 1 in the fridge. I thought maybe for dinner I could make a manwich.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Do you guys eat a lot of manwich?
No.
No. My dad doesn't like it either.
No, they make a lot of stuff in my air fryer.
You make a lot of stuff in your air fryer.
They do. I got it for Christmas. I wanted it. And they use it more than I do.
That's hilarious. I probably had my air fryer for like 2 or 3 years before I even unboxed it.
Oh,
And
really?
then it died last summer.
Mine got recalled and they just replaced it.
Nice.
But they use it all the time.
Well, it gets good use then.
Sure does. Oh, that's got red in it. I don't want to use that.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like it. You just have mascara and lashes left.
And then I'm going to put lip gloss over the lips to blend it a little better.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours shorter than last time.
Right? Like, dang, girl, did we forget how to do this or something?
I must have. That's taking forever. You're like, when are you going to be done? I'm tired.
I was tired. I'm like, sheesh, girl.
Why am I doing?
I don't know. Crack me up.
That's better. I was looking like I was frowning. Oh, I did forget something. Let me finish this lash. I'll go back to it. Oh, I put myself in the eye. Don't poke yourself in the eye.
Yeah, don't go poking yourself in the eye. Don't go poking yourself in the eye.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Don't go breaking my heart.
They're sending me photos and videos. I'm glad they're having a good time. I think sail away is at like 5. So like for them, which is 4 for us, so in like 40 minutes. So
And cruises, how long does it take to get everybody boarded and stuff?
it just depends on how many people are on the ship. And because of the whole debacle with Wonder, there's more people on Explore. So they probably have a little bit later departing time.
Maybe.
Yeah, we have the cruise over Thanksgiving, the cruise over Christmas, and then a cruise over spring break, all out of Galveston. Because Galveston's like at most 12 hours from here. And then next summer, we're talking about doing the Carnival Mardi Gras out of Port Canaveral. It just kind of depends where if we end up deciding that we want to it'll all depend on what we want to do with those 3 days that I have for and for next school year. If we want to use them for November or if we want to use them to go to HHN. My guess is that we might do HHN. We just have to talk about it and finish making decisions.
Yeah. I really liked HHN. Actually, my kids, like the next time we go down there, they'll probably be old enough to go to that.
I know your oldest would be.
How old do you have to be then?
The recommended minimum age is 13, but I know that there's some 13-year-olds who would still get freaked out if they don't like jump scares and like that.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine, both of them, by the next time we go down there. And it'll probably be in October because fall break's the best time for us to go.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, if we go again, I mean, it'll probably be 2026 or later.
Right, that's what you're saying.
That ideally, the next time when I schedule like after hours events like the Halloween party or whatever, we will not have park days those days.
Yeah. The nice thing I think though about Universal though is that especially if you're staying on site, you can get in, do stuff until around noon. Go back to your room for a couple hours and go back to the park around like 3 or 4 for Stay and Scream.
All right, it's done.
I like it.
Me too. Let's see if we like it as much on camera because green sometimes has a hard time transferring to film.
I like it.
Less than 4 hours this time. I need to wash these brushes.
Video. How Christy washes her brushes. Time lapse.
I make a mess washing them. But these brushes right here, they're not the same ones I use for my regular makeup. Now the eyeliner and stuff like that, sure, but the brushes are not the same ones. All right. I really do make a mess when I'm washing. I usually have to get Drano.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks everyone who came in and popped in and said hi and hung out with us for a little while. We're glad that you are with us, and be watching for these will probably just randomly pop up probably for the next few months. I will try to post something on Instagram or my community tab when we do them. So be watching there. If you're not subscribed to Christy, make sure that you do that because she does amazing makeup videos.
It's fun.
You look like a creeped out leprechaun.
I know. I know. It's creepy.
You're an HHN leprechaun.
I know. They had to hire me to do the makeup there.
You could totally film some videos and schedule them for October.
I know. I have some scheduled for October
with some creepy music.
The Halloween looks that I've done that I recorded and didn't get around to editing, and so I have some scheduled for October. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Everyone have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye. I do